All right, guys. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to build a strong brand identity. Okay. So, all that means is how do we figure out who our brand is perfect for, right? Who are we speaking to? Is it clear who we're targeting, who our audience is when we brand or advertise our business, right? So I want to just kind of go over a quick uh, worksheet with you that'll tell you how you can actually establish a brand identity. Okay, so again, brand identity, and we're going to go over this real quick. And I'm going to show you exactly what this worksheet means. But brand identity is basically if a person sees that brand, like if you see a Nike check, it's just do it, right? It's athletics, it's excellence, it's, inspirational. That's a brand identity, right? And you can pick another brand. You can pick a brand like a steakhouse, right? If it could be Morton Steakhouse or something like that, Steak 48, whatever your steakhouse is. That brand identity is luxury, quality food, nice ambience, right? So when people see that, that's the first thing you think about. So that's what we talk about brand identity. So one of the easiest ways to establish that is whatever you're selling, you need to have what's called an avatar for, right? Avatar, similar to the movie, but this is where it comes from. An avatar is what your ideal customer looks like, not physically, but in terms of characteristics, their traits, right? Also, a step deeper than that, it's how they think, what they feel, what matters to them, all of the above, right? So we need to go in detail about what your avatar is so you really know who you're selling to. So on this spreadsheet, you'll see there's a lot of questions here, right? So, and you should see this, a link to where you can copy paste this avatar and create your own. But what you're going to see right here, and Aaron is just a made up name. You can change this name to Anita. You can change it to Jeremy, whatever you want to change the name to, right? It's just a name so that we have something to go off of. So tell us a little bit about your avatar. It's what do they do? What do they like to do? Research this. So if I'm selling a product to, let's just say, women over the age of 40 that like yoga, let's just call it, right? Then you want to start thinking about these questions. So what if they like yoga, what else do they do, right? What else would they like? How do they spend their week? Do they work out several times a week? Do they not have a lot of time to work out? These are things that you can look up. You can even do surveys about. You can research this, right? Think about what do they do outside of work, okay? So you can take each of these questions and jot notes and answer these questions so you're starting to form a picture of what your perfect customer looks like, right? You can look at where do they get their news. So what types of Instagram pages do they follow? What types of TV shows do they watch to keep up with updates on the things that they like? You want to take a note of that, right? So we go in really detail. What's the ballpark figure of how much you think they make, right? And it's going to tie into pricing and everything else. How do they feel about their job, right? What are their concerns in life? What aspects of their life personally affect how you can market your product to them, right? So what is it about, if you are selling a particular type of clothing, let's say you're selling clothing that's more dress up type clothes, right? So you may say, okay, we need to do some content about, brunch, what does that look like? What can you wear to brunch? Or, videos, clips of people going to brunch in your clothing, right? So you want to think about the aspects of their life where your product would be valuable to them. All right. The next thing is talk about the history, what possibly could have happened to them in the past. Have they bought a product like yours before and got bad results? That's another example, right? How they feel about what happened in the past. How do they feel about having bought, a dress before that tore up after the second wear, right? It's all about experiences. and some of the things that did not work well when they bought something similar, or what did work well on the things that they do like, right? You can look at things like are they most likely, in a relationship or have a family? Are they most likely married? Depending on the product you have, it may apply to married or single people. It could be divorced. It could be single. Do they have children? Do they have multiple children? Does anything about their relationships have a bearing on how they might use the product or fit the product into their week? Like, how many times would they use the product? Is it a special occasion product? Is it something that's, they can wear it several times, or use it several times, or use it daily? What is it about your product that matters to the person? What result does your product give them? Does it give them a sense of feeling confident when they put it on, or feeling better when they, if it's a supplement, when they take it, right? How does it solve a pain or a need, right? The bigger pain that it solves, the easier it is to sell, right? The better it makes them feel, the easier it is to sell. So how does it better their life? So actually go through and write out the answers to this, right? What sort of thoughts should go through the person's head right away before they decide to purchase your products? When they're watching your Instagram post or whatever type of content you have, what should they be thinking, right? What's the final straw that makes them pull the trigger to buy? Okay. And then over here, it's just demographic data. Do they live in most of the United States, Canada? Is it worldwide? Age, what is their level of education? Is it all levels? Is it mostly high school and up? Is it mostly college and up? Are they mostly accomplished people? Are these nurses? Are these, whatever, right? But you want to have answers to all of these questions, and it doesn't have to be long sentences. It could be short sentence answers to these questions, because this is going to formulate the ideal customer for your business. Okay. So make sure you guys get the worksheet, go through the worksheet, jot down the answers to these questions, and create your own avatar. So you can call it, customer, Jeremy avatar, and just keep avatar on it. So, hey, this is my avatar. This is my ideal. When you get finished, you'll have your ideal customer written down. Okay. So I hope this helps you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.